Welcome to Pro Build Systems. This is the Arsenal of Orange series. We're going to be going through some of the tools that I own in the Ridgid line. As you can see, there is many. This is the collection of hand tools that I have amassed. Now keep in mind, none of this is sponsored by Ridgid. I own and have bought all these tools with my own money. Anytime a job has required a tool, I invest heavily into a battery ecosystem based on how happy I am with the battery's lifespan. So we can quickly run through some of these here so you can kind of get an idea of which tools are what. Obviously, hand sander. I have a few different routers. I have the larger version of this router. This is a trim router. I have the router that's on my CNC, so I'm not taking that off for this video. A couple different nail guns. This is my battery-operated brad nailer. I also have the roofing nailer. This is a little newer for me. This is a butane heat gun that's also battery-powered. It runs a motor that gives you a blower. This I use for resin. I'm pretty happy with this flashlight since I live more rurally. This lights up the night. This has replaced my much more expensive circular saw. I have the $250 Skill branded worm drive saw, and I've been much more happy with this, especially with the new 9 amp hour batteries. These things make battery operated tools much more doable, especially with a battery hog like this. This thing with the 2 amp hours, not even worth using. It's completely outside the realm of functional workload. Now, I do have 3, so 1 impact driver, the nicer higher end brushless drill, and then the entry level brushless drill. Also, the drywall gun. Now this guy has 2 different modes. You can take off the what's it called? Coil screw attachment and just use it as a normal drywall gun. I use this mostly in the coil screw. Another one, I would not use this with the 4 or lower amp hour batteries. This guy with the 2 amp hours chews through them much too quickly. Palm nailer, got it on sale. Great for what it is, especially if you're doing concrete framing and you're going to be using duplex nails. This guy, super impressive. This is a vibrating saw. The only downside on this guy is that it overheats really easily. So using it in the sunlight doesn't have a long life. You gotta let it cool back down. Could also partially be because I didn't take very good care of this guy. It's seen a lot of hours of work. But the beauty of this is that it changes frame. So you use a jigsaw or these rotozip. Little side item, this guy here gives you a USB attachment, lets you turn your batteries into battery backups, charge your phone or other USB devices on the job site. Great to have. So this is just the hand tools that I have in my shop currently. All this stuff goes into a box and goes out to a job site when I'm using it. I don't own only Ridgid. This is just the array of Ridgid items. This is another interesting item. I got this because I was thinking about building a draw horse for making like a spoke shave type thing. So this you can use all the way up to hold a door while you're working on it. Has a foot pedal, really good clamping action. This jaw is reversible. I use this thing a ton. The centerpiece in my Ridgid tools would be my chop saw. This thing I have got a ton of hours into with very little modification. It has been an amazing. Not to be outdone, I do also have the planer. This thing also, I love the double-sided blades on this thing, so you can get out of one set of blades, you can have your junk set, your junk side. So one side where you're just not as concerned, and then I keep another side of each set of blades for fine woodworking and more important planes, so you can keep the nicks out. Just a little Sharpie mark, and boom, you're done. Description, let us know what type of tool system you want to see broken down after the Ridgid. There's going to be a few tools in this Ridgid series, and then after that we're going to go ahead and go on to the next tool based on the straw poll. So take a look at that, it's in the description. I'd like to thank you guys for watching.